Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here, doing a actual tech video today, showing you angle of engagement and tips with angle of engagement from your gears to your piston. Now hang on a second while I go get my sander, my file. This is the file I used. I'm going to quickly make sure this is smooth. It's not very smooth at first. So, here's my piston. This is Swiss cheesed, and my tooth back here I took off, basically to help with angle of engagement. Now, what angle of engagement is where the sector gear here hits the piston, and you want it to be perfect. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it was not perfect, and I'm glad. I mean, I was having issues with this, and I hate issues, but this piston, the back here, was getting pretty worn down from the gear sliding against it. So, what I did is I have some Sorbo here. I don't have any glue. Believe it or not, I don't have a glue to glue this on. I'm ordering SHS gears, a ZCI high torque, and obviously glue. And then once those things get here, I'll get glue before those parts get here, because it's just gonna go on the front of the cylinder here. But that's how much I have. I actually cut it from a big piece of Sorbo that was in the gearbox that I got, and he took off 3 teeth on that SHS piston, so that's why he had a huge, and he was an idiot. He ended up basically scamming me. He sent me a fried motor. That was a long story, but basically he's an idiot. And he had 5 different Facebook accounts to scam on. And I tried to tell people that he was a scammer, and all they did was just cuss at me and tell me, oh, you're just a baby, you're butthurt or whatever. And then, 3 weeks later, there's like 6 people posting, oh, I got scammed by him, told you so. So, really doesn't matter what brand piston. I mean, it does matter what brand piston you have. It is G&P. They're all different. This one actually does not have as much teeth as standard. It's like 3 teeth shy, 2 teeth shy, 2 or 3 teeth shy of standard. So basically, what this is for is higher speed stuff, stock. Now, I got my compression issue fixed. So as you can see, I'm pushing in on the nozzle. It goes forward a little bit slowly, but there's a point where I can't push it anymore. So, it's pretty good air seal. I'm probably going to get about 380 with this Sorbo in here and everything. Probably 380 with 0.2s. I will probably use 0.25, so probably 330 with that, which is the hardest shooting gun I've had. AEG, at least. Actually, no. Upgraded, fast shooting. This will probably be shooting 25 rounds a second with the SHS gears and the high torque, so fastest shooting gun at that FPS, because my old JGS system was a good 330, 340 with 0.25s, but it shot like 12 rounds a second, maybe 15, so with that 9.6. So, got my air compression fixed. That's basically step 1, which really doesn't have to do with AOE correct, but you want to have good air seal. And this was my old one. I just replaced it with a brand new Classic Army one that I had laying around. It was still in package. I don't even know where I got it. Now it's kind of dirty, but and it's getting me perfect seal. So that'll probably last another year of use, and then I'll have to replace it with something better. But right now, my Sorbo fell sideways in there. I'm going to show you without the Sorbo. So when it comes back, it picks up the tooth right there, right on the edge. I don't know if you can see this, right on the edge, and that was getting worn like that. I mean, obviously it's stuck together, so it's not going to pop up like that, but it still is wearing that out. Also with this piston, like I said, it has a few less teeth, so right here it releases, and it still has to spin about another 3 gears in order to go forward, and since it was a high-speed setup, this tooth is worn out. So the SHS gears that I get, I probably actually won't shave down the gears because it's going to be so high speed that it's not going, at least on semi-auto, it's not going to, it shouldn't overspin, but also it'll be high enough speed to cycle without the gears still spinning, if that makes any sense. And I have an M1, this is about an M110 spring, so the tension on this is not going to return it super fast, so I shouldn't have any issues. I mean, everything looks good here, so hopefully when I get those parts. And the gear, this is a classic Army gear, but my VF, or the SHS will basically be the same angle of engagement. They're all really the same except for ratios and type of metal they're made out of. So I'm going to put the Sorbo in here now. Remember, this is not glued in there yet. Need to get some glue. So that's just sitting down inside of there. Now the FPS will probably go down about 10 at max because of this. And this is all the way forward. It's as far forward as I can push it. And as you can see, this gears come around and spin. And as you can see, it's not hitting any other gears. It's hitting this back gear, and it's hitting a lot higher. And when it spins, you're getting about a total of 3 gears inside of this gap here. So there's this gap here, and you're getting about 3 gears inside of there. And then it goes to the standard, and then keeps going, and then you can just pull it back, and then it releases, and then comes forward again, picks it up higher, a lot higher, and then you get 3 gears in there on that first tooth. And that just puts a lot less wear on your teeth, because instead of having one tooth put all the pressure, you have 3 now on that first tooth. So I do plan on getting a new piston, but and piston head probably. I want to get a combo where it comes together. I don't know what company. It's probably just going to be stock like GMP or VFC, something cheap, because I've had good luck with cheap pistons. I've had good luck with high quality pistons too. I've never had a piston strip on me in my life, so I'm glad of that. Even my JG piston lasted. I had that gun for 2 years, that JGS system, and it ran through a 9.6 the whole time, and just blazed without taking it apart one time and greasing it. Nothing. Never greasing it. Nothing. Never, ever. I had a friend replace the shell, and he cleaned it up a little bit at 2 years, and then I sold it after that because it wasn't shooting as fast as I wanted it to. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Basically, if you're wanting to do this, there's really no certain way. It depends on your piston. But basically what you want to do is basically get it so there's not all the pressure is put on one gear. You see right here, not all the pressure is put on one gear. You also want to make sure it's hitting high enough so it won't snap anything off. And you also want to make sure it's smooth while cycling. And also you want to make sure, obviously, like this, like I said, the gears, there's like 3 gears that are missing on this piston, which is good for high speed, but when you have stock gears like this, that the ratios aren't very, high speed, and the gears take a while to spin, starts to shave up this. So my high speed gears will not do this. If it does, I have no idea. But like I said, I'm getting those parts. I'm also going to get a new piston and piston head. Other than that, there's really no other parts. I've shimmed this thing to perfection, and it should not strip stuff like it stripped 3 gears on me. If it does, I'm just going to get rid of this, because after stripping, if I strip those $20 SHS high-speed gears, I'm going to be so mad. Not that $20 is a good bit, but they're like, those SHS gears are like $30 on other websites. So the websites I'm getting them from is really cheap, but the shipping's probably going to cost me a ton. Like I said, the air pressure is pretty good. Some people would probably say, oh, that's not that good, but let's be honest. It's a VFC seal in a classic Army. it is new, but it's a classic Army cylinder head. So don't tell me that that's not really good air seal for even having that sorbo in there. I haven't chronoed this because I don't have a motor to test it. So, and gears. Well, I do have gears in here, but they're not high quality. And I'm missing a working spur gear. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for the lengthy video. I know there's plenty of tutorials on this kind of stuff out there, and most of them are better than mine, but I just kind of want to give you different, I guarantee you there's nobody out there in the world that has the exact same setup as me. There's no way that they have everything that I have on this, so it's good to kind of see other people's perspective. But I did take off that one tooth, and it's as easy as getting a file, putting it in a vise, and just sanding with a file.